That's Val Ober, my wife. Bruce. Probably Gene next to him, I can't quite see. That's Gene on the right. Eugene R. Ober. That's Bruce. My sister Ruth. And this is Cape Cod. They used to land a seaplane there on that pond. That used to be the North Harbor. But when the railroad came in, they filled it in where the inlet was. I don't know where this is. We're camping. That's Diane and Val. Diane Renzoni, her sister. That's me and Jean. Looks like Salt Pond at this point, but I don't know where it is. Might be somewhere on Cape Cod. Sure looks like the pier at Cape Cod. Boys will be boys. That's Bruce and Wayne, Patty over in the back. This is Corn Hill again, I think. Yeah, Cape Cod. They landed, the Pilgrims landed and did some exploring, found corn on one of the hills just back of the beach here. Took it because they were hungry, and when they settled in Plymouth, they grew corn and found who the Indians were that owned the corn they took and gave it back. There's Pat and Jean. And it's Val going into the aqua. These were children we met. They met on the beach, and Bruce, Jean, and Wayne playing a game with them. This was no longer allowed on the dunes after the national park took over. That dune was eroded to practically nothing. This is high tide at Corn Hill behind the first dune. The water used to come in from the Pamet River all the way down to Corn Hill, about a mile. Nice and shallow. Gene is fishing again, and still or yet. He had a bucket there he's pulling. Probably right here. There were very little tiny fish in there. That's Bruce. That's Pat and I. There are a lot of buildings now back of where we are. I think they're mostly summer homes. Our tent, Patty coming out, our cabin tent, right there. We all fit in. We must have been going home because they're letting air out of the mattresses. It's Gene. That was his favorite job. Looks like Patty. Yep. Patricia Ann Ober, of course. When Val gave the name in that birth certificate, got Patricia Ober, no Ann. Bruce in his Cub Scout uniform, and Gene, and Wayne, and Val, and Pat. Pat was born in 1957, so I would think this is probably that year, or the next year, 57, late 57. That's a birthday party with all the nephews and nieces. That's Debbie Renzoni and David Renzoni, my mother, father, sister, and Aunt Mary Renzoni. Bruce. Looks like it's Wayne's birthday. Wayne's birthday, 57, will make him 3 years old. That's February. Gene's was in February too. There's Danny Renzoni's oldest daughter, Val's niece, and Nella Renzoni's oldest son that we just went by, David. Now this is much later, because that's Pat. Again at Cape Cod, Val. Looks like Wayne there in the water. We went to Cape Cod every summer for years while I was teaching at Warren F. Kaner Regional Vocational Technical School. Taught there from 1954 to 1973. Went to Platt Tech in 1973 as a department head, and retired from the state in 1976. That's Wayne doing the spiral. Val out with one of the kids. This is Cape Cod, Corn Hill. Again, those houses, most of them are still there, but there are additional houses. Whole village. The road going up there now, paved. And there's Gene. looks like Bruce, and then that's Wayne. And Wayne on the drums. I think that was bought mostly for Gene, who wanted to learn how to play drums. Patty. This was our first Christmas in 20 Colonial Drive in Prospect. No, it's not our first Christmas, maybe our second. We went there in 1957, and Pat is much older than that there. This is maybe 58 or 9. Putting high-heeled shoes on Pat made her a lady real quick. Guess she didn't like them. Another year at Cape Cod, I believe. Yep, that's Pat. Oh, they used to bury each other and put straws in their mouths. And then some wise guy would put sand down the tube. This is Provincetown from the Pilgrim's Tower. I don't know whether I mentioned before that I was a ranger, National Park Service ranger for in the summertime at Cape Cod for about 7 years, I think. Got to learn a lot of history. There's the pier. There's the old pier right there. The one on the right's gone, I think. They built new ones. And this is Pilgrim Tower.